They didn't expect Napoleon to lose. They'd expected a protracted campaign, and they'd accumulated a lot of gold in the expectation of that continued campaign. When they heard the news that it was all over and he'd lost again, there's a moment of panic within the Brotherhood. They're writing to one another, who has the money? I thought you had the money. Wait, where's the money? They really thought they'd overextended themselves and were about to come a cropper. Now, Nathan Rothschild was not the eldest brother, but he was the smartest brother. He was the one in London. And Nathan was one of these people who can, as they say in New York, turn on a dime. As soon as he realizes what's happened, Nathan radically shifts the position and goes long British government bonds, known to this day as gilts. He goes long British bonds because he thinks peace is now here, it's all over. These bonds are going to rally. In other words, interest rates are going to come down. We're going to a peacetime economy. And it's that trade, buying bonds before the rest of the market knew that Napoleon had been defeated, that made them £1 million, which at that time was a lot of money. That's what really happened. And it then becomes part of the mythology of the Rothschilds, right down to the present day.
Where is the allegation of cynicism or sinister behavior within that? Where is the divergence between what you're telling, which is what happened, and the myths?
Beginning really not long afterwards, in the 1820s, particularly in France, critics of the Rothschilds, who certainly included people sympathetic to Bonaparte, who were hostile to the restored royal regime, began to portray all of this in a somewhat scurrilous light. And there are two kind of pieces to this. One is, well, heroic people are laying down their lives and they're sitting in London making money. And the second one is, there's some kind of insider knowledge. There's something disreputable about the fact that they front run the market before even the British government knows the story. But that's sort of not enough for a conspiracy theory to have legs. And so quite quickly, what you get is this element of the supernatural, that there's something really not quite right about the fact that they can know this so early. And so you get the legend of a kind of talisman that protects the family and makes the success of the business